everybody, and welcome to the latest Intelligence Insights brief from At Risk International's Global Risk Intelligence team. I'm Ross Hill, Director of Intelligence, and with me today I have Roman Fisher, one of our Protective Intelligence Analysts. For our first topic this week, the US Energy Department recently released a report concluding that a lab leak is the most likely source of the COVID-19 pandemic, although the assessment is believed to be with low confidence, which is the lowest of the three levels used in the intelligence community. However, their report is seen as credible because the department oversees a network of labs that carry out a lot of advanced research, some of which is biological, and their assessment reportedly came after they received some new intelligence about the COVID pandemic. It's not known exactly what that was, and some of the reports are saying that actually that intelligence might have been quite weak. It has been shared with other US intelligence agencies, but none of those have actually changed their assessments, although there are differing opinions amongst intelligence agencies, with the FBI previously saying that it was a lab leak with medium confidence, but the other US intelligence agencies have said that animal to human transmission was actually the most likely source, albeit they actually didn't have very high confidence in their assessments. We have recently seen quite a few peer-reviewed academic studies that also suggest it originated from animal to humans, mainly from the Wuhan wet market, where a lot of the earliest cases were clustered. But the reality of it at the moment is we still really don't know the pandemic's origins. The only thing that really is actually agreed upon is that the virus was not created as a biological weapon or actually deliberately released. China continues to say the lab leak theory is politically motivated, but there is a distinct lack of transparency and cooperation from the Chinese, which has hampered the overall investigation. And then that clearly creates the sense that they're withholding some information. But we're really no further along in identifying the true origin of the pandemic, which impacts kind of the ability to kind of detect and then deal with any future pandemics. For our next one, AXA, the insurance company, recently released their 9th Future Risks Report. In that, climate change was seen as the top concern in all geographic areas, although there were some differences regionally. Europe, obviously concerned about energy security, given what's happened as a result of the war in Ukraine. America, social tensions and movements were seen as a high risk, and in Asia and Africa, really focused on health risks. One of the other interesting things is that geopolitical risks moved above cyber and pandemic risks this year, with actually 95% of the experts that took part in the survey that contributed to the report expecting geopolitical tensions to become more persistent, and then 94% expect them to spread more widely around the world. Also, 84% of the respondents thought that geopolitical tensions could lead to a global war, and more than 90% said they had potential to threaten food and energy supply. And, we've actually seen that over the last year or so anyway. Financial risks are also a significant concern, with more concern about increasing risks of social unrest because of inflation and inequality. To combat some of these risks, the participants of the survey called for greater public-private partnerships. Actually, the report noting the fall in trust in experts and governments. And we've sort of talked about this quite a lot, but again, it's really highlighting that pressure on businesses to be more involved in political and social issues. And that creates a lot of reputational and physical security risks. And then I think one of the other interesting things the report found was that people are generally becoming more risk averse and are feeling more vulnerable to the wider risks that we're seeing. And so it's definitely important for us in our industry to make sure, we're really giving that true understanding of risk and its impact so that organizations can operate safely and confidently. And now I'll pass you over to Roman Fisher.
Thank you, Ross. The ADL Center on Extremism released their report titled Murder and Extremism in the United States in 2022. The report states that extremists regularly kill on behalf of their ideology, as a member of a group or gang, or while committing non-ideological crime. The ADL defines three general categories of extremists: right-wing, left-wing, and domestic Islamic extremists. The COE found that last year, extremists in the U.S. killed at least 25 people in 12 separate incidents. This number shows a decrease from the 33 murders the prior year and a slight increase of 22 murders in 2020. Extremist-related killings have remained low compared to the last spike, which occurred from 2015 until 2019, where killings rose between 47 and 78 annual murders. Most killings last year are due to two extremist-related mass shootings, accounting for 15 of the 25 deaths. Mass killings continue to be an issue of growing concern for the ADL and others. Over the last 12 years, deaths from mass killings, predominantly shootings, has greatly increased, and most of these killings have been committed by right-wing extremists. In recent years, killers identifying as white supremacists have committed a large majority of the murders. Some attribute this fact to the amount of available accelerationist propaganda urging such attacks. Finally, the report shows that white supremacists routinely commit most of the extremist murders, but in 2022, that percentage was notably higher. 21 of the 25 murders were attributed to white supremacists. We thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. We hope you found the information useful and valuable, and we hope you will join us again in the near future. Have a great day.